Hey babes, it's Tef the Lazy Planner Addict, and today we are diving into the Teacher Lesson Planner, which just launched today. Erin Condren was kind enough to send me the planner complimentary for review, as well as some wonderful goodies. I'm gonna go ahead and link all of this in the description box down below, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm evil, so we're doing accessories first and the planner last. So this is this year's school sticker book. It is called Cool for School, and it is their third volume of the classroom stickers. They've had ones for the past couple of years, and there's just this little cardboard that comes off the back, and then the back of the actual book has their triangle overlay with the metallic, which I absolutely love. Now you'll notice, I know we talked about this in the last video I did about the teacher lesson planner, this is different than the kaleidoscope pattern, which is what is the theme for the life planner, and what we assume is going to be the theme for the deluxe monthly planner. And I don't know why they chose to do this. Last year they did Woven Wonder for the teacher planner as well as the life planner, but I love this pattern, so I am all good with it. So looking through these stickers, you'll see that there definitely is some metallic. So we have some, I don't want to call them like full box stickers, though we could definitely kind of take a look to see if they fit in the boxes in the teacher lesson planner. These are so cute. I love those little pens. As a stationery addict, I think anybody would love those. This is so cute. Let's see. I'm not sure exactly how I would use these. Probably a habit tracker. This is adorable. I love this. I want those. I want those. We have some little tabs, different things like that. Some apples. Oh, adorbs. I love how they have like the 50th day, 100th day, like of the school year, I'm assuming. That is so cute. I love it. We have some birthdays, some other things. Again, a lot of metallic. Pencils. Oh, I love the pencils. So cute. We have some little round day of the week stickers, some round little marker stickers. So it looks like it's metallic on the outside, and then it is colored on the inside. So you can kind of see that, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but the color part is like half see-through. I'm not going to be able to get this to focus, and I'm trying to get it up ASAP, but just believe me. So the color bit in the middle is kind of see-through, so you could use it as on a calendar at a glance page to mark different days. Let's see, we have some banner stickers, so believe you can, and you're halfway there. The secret to education is respecting the student. I love that. There is no substitute for hard work. Yes, oh my goodness. Investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Ah, I love those. So cute. We have some more meetings, or I shouldn't say more, but this is kind of the standard Erin Condren style for meeting stickers, and some paper clips and binder clips. Man, this is just adorable. It makes me wish I was a teacher so I could use some of the teacher related stuff. And then this is on that same kind of like that shiny paper. So again, I'm not sure if you can tell, but the edges where it's colored on these stickers is kind of see-through, and then the foil is not see-through. Again, I'm trying to get this video up as soon as possible for you guys because I know I've been a little bit late in videos lately. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it, but I promise they are kind of see-through. And it feels like this is that same kind of paper, but it doesn't necessarily look like it. Nope, they're see-through too. All right, let's look at this one. Can you see that any better? Kinda? Ooh, that's so fun. And it's really interesting how like I can't tell at all when they're on the page. I mean, that one can because I just stuck it back down, but the other ones, they look pretty darn solid until you take them up, which is nice. And then that is the end of our little sticker book. As you can tell, I am trying to speed along because I know that these videos do tend to get really long for you, or just in general. So I want to make them as fast as possible. Next we are doing these sticky notes, and they usually do a version of these sticky notes every single year. Again, this has the triangle theme, though it isn't specifically school related, which is kind of interesting. So we have these to-do stickies, these rounded stickies, these little flag don't forget stickies, the little paperclip note stickies, these little things, whatever they are, and these little ones right here. And then you can use these little coil clips to clip them into your planner. My teacher planner, whoops, I just dropped my remote. My teacher planner is covered in accessories currently, but you can kind of, stick it in and either put it on the front, or you can use it as a dashboard right inside, or things like that. This is my new life planner that I haven't started yet, by the way, if you missed the life planner haul. So there are the sticky notes, and you just peel them off and put them wherever you want and write on them. I love sticky notes, and these are so friggin' adorable. Okay, I know better than to try to put sticky notes back on. They're not really reusable. Well, they kind of are, but they're just not the same. Moving right along, we have some washi tape. And I absolutely love this little apple motif that they do on the teacher washi tapes. Let's go ahead and get this open, except I think my scissors are across the room, so that's, gonna be a little difficult. Come on. So much for trying to do this in one take. Okay, teeth to the rescue. Okay, maybe I got like a tiny bit. I hope that's not like gross for anybody. Teeth are a great tool, by the way, guys. Alrighty, so here we have the washi tapes, and now I have to get them up. And let's just go ahead and put them down on this as a demo. Well, let's see. So we have the metallic apples, and then the white is a little transparent, kind of like a lot of washi tapes are, but you can't see the pattern too much through it. So that's really good. And then I do not have a ruler to cut my washi tape, so we're gonna get creative. We're just gonna use this. So the best way to tear washi tape cleanly is to get a hard, flat surface and just go like that. And it wasn't perfect, but if you have like a harder, flat surface like a ruler, it works better, I promise. Then the other washi tape is the same thing, except not metallic and colored. And this one is adorable as well. Again, it is a little see-through, and the background doesn't look quite as bright when you take it off the roll. Do I have anything else? Let's try this. Let's see if this works better. Oh, yay. So you can see that's like a pretty clean tear right there. So here you have the comparison between what the roll looks like and what it looks like down on paper, or on this case on a package, because I'm just, trying to do all of this as fast as possible. Okay, so this is probably my favorite accessory that they sent me. It is a triangle overlay. I think that's the name of it. Planny pack. Oh my goodness, so cute. Now I did notice, as soon as I get this open, you'll be able to see too that the woven wonder pattern is on the background of the card. So I don't know, I probably should have checked if this item is new this year or if it was last year and they sent it out because it goes with the planners this year. Still absolutely adorable. I just got my first Planny pack with my life planner this year, and so now I have two of them to explore and kind of play with. So this is so cute. I love this triangle pattern. Oh, so adorbs. And so as a teacher, I mean, you really could put anything in here. They go on the front of the planner, and I'll show you when I get the planner out, but you can put pens in here. You could put pieces of paper in here. You could, I mean, basically anything that you have to carry around, you can put in this, and then the elastic allows it to go on top of the planner. Again, I will demo that in just a sec. Next, for accessories, we have these snap-in metallic mini bookmarks. And these are so cute. These are the little apple teacher motif, and I absolutely love these bookmarks. Just in general, I love these little snap-in Erin Condren bookmarks because it makes it so easy to find the pages that you like. So I typically get them like every year, just with my personal purchase. And I will often use multiples of these in my planner. Let's get that glue off. So I'll put one on whatever, ooh, there's more glue there. One on whatever weekly spread I'm currently on, one on the month, and then another one on like a notes page, or in this case for a teacher. As we go through the planner, you'll see that there are some grading pages in the book. So maybe you want to bookmark that, or there's something else that you're going back to in the planner constantly. So I don't know what that bump was, by the way. So I hope everyone's okay. Anyway, so these are really handy for needing to flip back and forth, and especially for a teacher where you have like 50,000 things that you're trying to do at the same time and wrangle a classroom of kids. It would be really handy to be able to quickly find what you need in your planner versus having to flip through. All right, let's go ahead and go to the dashboard they sent me. This is so cute. I love the idea of dashboards for planners, but I will be honest, I rarely use them in actual practice. But they are a great idea, and I think for teachers this would be a great idea because you can kind of mark down what your daily schedule is. You can, like, you know, it can either be stuff that you do every week, constantly, either every day or like, you know, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. Or you can just write down what it is for the week so that you can keep it either on the front of your planner at a glance or in the week's planner that you're using right there. And again, we do have the triangles. And then on the back, it says, forget the mistakes, remember the lessons. And then you have 6 different boxes. I really like how this is simultaneously structured, but also super flexible for whatever a teacher wants to use it for. So I think that is really adorable. And I think we just have one more accessory before we get to the planner. This is a little Petite journal. And from what I can tell on the outside, this is not teacher specific, but we will go ahead and take a look in here to see what it is. As you can see, this is not the triangle motif. It's a different motif, similar, and the colors kind of match. Oh, so these are like the grading pages. So I think even though it doesn't specifically say for teachers right here, this definitely is for teachers, which makes sense. So we have a few different, oh, it looks like it's just a grading page book. Okay, now I did flip through the teacher lesson planner, and I did notice, I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure there are fewer grading pages than there were last year. And so this is a nice little supplement for somebody who does do a lot of grading, who needs to be able to keep track of a lot of that. So that's the whole thing. So that is adorable and pretty awesome. And then we can get into the main event, which is the actual planner. So this planner, as you can see, or maybe you can't see because I don't have a comparison next to me, here we go, is bigger than the quote-unquote normal life planners. This is, again, for teachers, meant to sit on a desk, and teachers have a gazillion things going on all day, so they are bigger. However, I lost my bookmark in the shuffle, but I did measure, and the bookmarks are the same size for both of them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope, definitely not. Pretty sure the bookmark on the life planner is not that big. Let me see. Okay, this is not this year's bookmark, it's last year's, but maybe that was a teacher. Okay, maybe the bookmarks are the same size and I'm just hallucinating. Anyway, there is the size comparison, and if you were watching my life planner coverage, you'll know that I absolutely loved this cover. So when they offered to send me the teacher lesson planner, I just had to get it. It's just so cute. Anyway, the bookmark, going back to that real fast, is a little flexible, and you can snap it in and out. Or not bookmark, the ruler. Sorry I keep calling it the bookmark. A lot of people use it as a bookmark, but it is also a ruler. And it is really great to use as a ruler, or as we discussed earlier, to cut washi tape. And I am a little incapable of getting these in and out without really focusing on it. So there we go. And then really fast, let's just go ahead and take a look at the Planny pack here. So see, this is elastic and it has to stretch a little bit more for the teacher lesson planner because it is bigger, but you'll see you can stretch it on the front. I'm assuming you could also stretch it around the whole thing. Let me go ahead and give that a try. Or you could stretch it around this way if you wanted to. I'd probably do this if I wanted to kind of bind the life planner shut, if I can actually get this on in a aesthetically pleasing way on camera. There we go. Because then you wouldn't have to stretch it and play with it quite as much to get it on. So there we go. So you could also put it like this on your teacher planner and then carry whatever you need to carry in this little Planny pack. So I'm just gonna take this off because I know it's gonna get in my way if I don't. Okay, so going through the teacher lesson planner, I am gonna go pretty much page by page, so this part might be a little monotonous if that's not something you're into, so just heads up. We have the front cover of the teacher lesson planner. Just like the life planner, we do have a dashboard page, and since this is laminated, you can use wet erase markers on here to make notes or whatever you need to do. I also personally like to put sticky notes on this page if it's something that, you know, a to-do list that I don't know how long it's gonna last, or just a reminder. So the lamination catches and holds sticky notes really well. Not that sticky notes don't work on regular paper, but there's just something about putting them on a laminated page that I really like, just kind of the feel of it. And let's see, moving in over here, again, we have that triangle motif. You'll notice we don't have the vellum page that we have in the life planner, but that's mostly a decorative page anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you can write who the book belongs to. And the front of the teacher lesson planner, I saw this last year as well when I was going through it. We have a bunch of pages that aren't in the life planner. Again, I am not a teacher, so I am looking at this from a non-teacher's perspective and comparing it to the life planner, which is the biggest experience with Erin Condren planners I do have. So first we have a page for All About Me, classroom information and resources. So this is both to remind the teacher what's going on, and then also something that could be used as a substitute if the teacher leaves the planner there and there is a substitute for the day. So it kind of can be a dual purpose, especially because you have like email, phone address, and things like that. And then over here you have your classroom volunteers and contact information, so you can keep it all in one place right at the front of your planner. And then we come in here and go into a communication log, so you can keep track of different you know, maybe situations with kids, conversations with parents, or different things like that. And here we have the year at a glance, and remember how we were looking at those little stickers in the sticker book that had the little translucent bit in the middle? Those would work really well on this page, so you can mark when all the breaks are, when you have a birthday in your class or special event is going on or something like that. And all of these pages at the front do have tabs on them, which I know the life planner doesn't really have tabs on a whole bunch of pages, but it is nice that it is here in the teacher lesson planner, again, so a teacher can really easily get to exactly the page that they need. This page, it's called the year plan, so I guess it's just kind of something you can write down what you're planning to do every month for the year. Now, I find this interesting that this page starts January and goes to December, but the actual planner starts in September and is a calendar year. So I'm not sure exactly how you would use that. As a teacher, let me know in the comments down below. If it was me, I would probably either rename this September or August or like whatever, whenever July. September is when school starts in my area. I would just start the year here and, you know, go on that way. But you could always just start here and, you know, kind of work your way backwards if you wanted. So your choice either way. And then here it says graph. Can you see that? I don't even know. And you have a few pages of graph paper and a couple of pages of lined paper before we get into the months. So here is the pre-monthly page. We have a page for notes, another page for notes, and then some dates to remember that you can list here. And then here is the actual monthly page. And so here you can, of course, write down any dates or different things that are happening or anything that you need to keep track of month-wise. And on this page, you can really see the banner with the pattern of the triangles. Now, you'll notice that the corners here are angular, whereas in the life planners this year, they're curved. So that's an interesting difference to note. But other than that, I'm pretty sure this page, the layout at least, is almost identical. Here, I have a life planner here. I was thinking about doing a separate video with a comparison, but might as well just do it now. So, come on, here we go. So here's what I'm talking about. So the life planner just has this little kaleidoscope border, and all of these corners are rounded. Different month, of course, but you get the idea with the different layout. And I'm wondering, I noticed the teacher lesson planner doesn't have any dates in here, like 4th of July or anything like that. It looks like there's only one in the life planner. So it'll be interesting to see as we go if the teacher lesson planner has other dates. If I remember correctly, last year they had a whole bunch of dates that the life planner didn't, like different important figures' birthdays and other cool like little things that you would want to address with your students. So I thought that was super cool. Now, notice how we have these angular corners here. We go to the weekly page and we are back to the rounded corners, which I really do like for the weekly page. I forget if they were rounded last year in the weekly spread, but we do have these rounded areas up here, and there were some header boxes in the sticker books that fit this area correctly. So if you've never seen the teacher lesson planner before, as you can see, it is laid out significantly differently from the life planner. Though this layout I think makes the most sense for teachers, and I actually would prefer this layout for functionality for me if it went Monday through Sunday. This, of course, is just a school week, Monday through Friday, and then you have a place for notes on the edge here. So I like that it's a little bit of a combo between a horizontal and a vertical layout. So you have your days of the week here, and then you can do a different either subject or period or whatever it is in each of these. So, you know, it could be math, science, reading, writing. I'm trying to come up with other school subjects. There must be other school subjects, I know that, but you know what I mean. So you could do it that way, or you could do, if you're period 1, period 2, period 3, something like that, if you're in a middle or a high school, or you could just do different other like categories of things that need to happen. So prep, grading, I'm sure you could come up with some other things, random miscellaneous things to do. And when I went through this planner last year, I also addressed that anybody could use this sort of layout really functionally. I could see this actually working super well for a parent, because you could do like kids' personal stuff, you know, date night, or stuff with the hubby or the family or something like that there. Assuming you're married, and birthdays here, if you have a lot of birthdays in like your family or your kids' friends and stuff like that. And then you have this huge place for notes right over here. So I actually think this is super functional for people other than teachers, which is really, really cool. So this, of course, starts on July 1st, since the school year is different in different areas, and the person that likes things all orderly in me really likes that Monday is the 1st of July this year. I don't like split weeks at the beginning of my planners. It really bugs me. So once we kind of go over the pages themselves, most of the weekly spreads are pretty much the same. Of course, we're gonna have different months and different dates, but other than that, there isn't anything too utterly exciting. Not that that's bad, but it just is what it is. And then it looks like at the end of every month, or maybe it's the beginning, I don't know, you have those note pages we talked about. And then every month, which is pretty standard in Erin Condren, you have a different color scheme. So July was blue, and then August is yellow, and so on your monthly page, it's all yellow with the triangles up there. And then here is an example of a split week. So it's July here, and then August here, and so July is in blue, August is in yellow, and it's a little subtle with the blues, but you can see it a little bit with the yellows. You'll notice that the colors are ombre. So the darkest color is up here, the darkest blue gets a little lighter, yellow is lighter, and then even lighter yellow. You can see it better on this page, how it is ombre down. I didn't notice that until just now. So now that we have kind of gone through the monthly and the weekly spreads, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip to each month so you can kind of see the colors and how it looks with each and every month. So September is purple, October is orange, makes sense, it's Halloween. So we have our orange for October. November is kind of like a light blue. I wouldn't call this teal, not enough green, but you get what I mean. There we go, so you can see the teal there. December is green, kind of a little bit of a lighter green. And here is the December weekly page. January is more of a teal. And let's see, let's go to one that's entirely January. There you go, so that's the weekly colors for January. February is pink, and I think this is the month that we saw in the promo image that we analyzed in the sneak peek email for the teacher lesson planner. So that's really cool. And here is a week for February. Oh, hey, let's take a look here to see if there are any dates. There are not any dates in here. I would think, I know there's at least one birthday of somebody in February. I'm terrible. Teachers, fill me in the comments or something like that. But in schools, at least in elementary schools, Valentine's Day tends to be kind of a big deal because you like give Valentine's to everyone in your class. Okay, not in high school, but in elementary school you do typically. So I'm surprised that at least Valentine's Day is not in here. So it looks like it does not have any of those notable dates. However, you can fill in the ones that you want. Okay, so moving along, March is green, kind of a little light leprechaun-y green. And here is what the month of March looks like. April is kind of an indigo purple, like a bluish purple. So there is, come on, April. I feel kind of bored, or like I'm boring you, just going through and looking at all the colors, but I wanted to do this because it legit matters to some people, and I know that that might not be something that other reviewers are doing. So anyway, May is kind of this, would I call it peach? I'm not sure if I would call it peach per se, like a light orange, and there is what the weekly spread looks like. June is green. And then July is blue. So it starts in July of 2019 and goes to July of 2020, but it is only a couple of weeks into July. So I'm assuming they checked to see, at least in the US, like when the latest school schedule goes. I'm just pulling this out of my you-know-what. So I don't know exactly why they made that choice to do it that way, but it would make sense that they wanted to kind of cover all the schools that they could without having pages for dates that nobody needed, especially because the planners usually come out at least a month before July starts, and that's when the next planner starts. So anyway, we have a notes page, and then it says checklist right here. I'm not sure if you can see on camera. And this is what the checklist pages look like. I told you we're gonna get to these. Now, I just wanna go ahead and really quickly compare this to the little Petite checklist planner. So you'll see that this is treated as one spread with students' names down just one side, whereas this one, each page is separate. So that's a really interesting difference there. And I could see this being useful for a variety of different things. Maybe if you don't have that many assignments that you're grading, this would be easier for you. Or I'm sure you could find something else to do. You could probably use this as a habit tracker. Last year when I was thinking about, well, how would I use this teacher lesson planner if I wasn't a teacher, I was thinking that I could use this for habit tracking. And I was thinking, well, okay, yeah, I could do that, but it's kind of extreme and there'd be like all these pages that I'm not using. But I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure there are fewer of these checklist pages. So the way these are set up is we have a place for the student's name here, and then you can put your assignments across the top, and you can either, check it or put what grade they had or whatever. And then on each page it says fold or cut along this line. So I don't want to actually fold or cut anything, but in theory, all you have to do is write the student's names once, and then you cut or fold each of the subsequent pages so that you have it all lined up for as many pages as you need to grade. So I really like that. I think that is really cool. I don't remember if last year's planner had it, but if I was a student, or sorry, if I was a teacher, I would find that super, super helpful. Or if you just have something that you need to do, again, this is like if you're not a teacher, if you have something that you need to do every single day of like the year, theoretically you could use this for a checklist, and then just kind of, keep it as a running checklist. Probably not as practical as it would be used for grading, but as a non-teacher, I like to come up with these little creative options for how to use these planners, just because that's kind of how my mind works. So we have a few of these pages, and then we get to kind of the end part of the planner. So we have a quote here with the triangle overlay. Teaching is more than imparting knowledge. It's inspiring change. Again, another quote that I absolutely love. And we get into the stickers that are actually in the teacher lesson planner. So again, we have a lot of school related stickers here. So no school, after school, report due, testing, after school, a lot of stuff like that up here. Here we have a lot of apples, and we have some more of these little note pages here. A few more of these little strips. And then we have a whole ton of different random like appointment or reminder boxes, which I'm sure would probably be really handy for a teacher. Just for anybody, it's good to have appointment boxes. The end of the teacher lesson planner, we have a folder page that looks pretty normal, except bigger than the life planner. And then we get back here, which is something I am super excited about. So first off, we have one of these little pockets, and this is the reason I forgot to mention it earlier why the teacher lesson planner is so big. It's because you can fit a US 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in this little pocket, so you can use it for whatever you want. In this case, it looks like it comes with stickers, and so it looks like these are the dates we were talking about. So I have one appears for each month of the year through December 2020. And it looks like all you have to, you can put in just the special dates that you want to, observe or whatever for you. That way you don't have your planner riddled with dates and like special occasions that you don't really care about. So that is actually really cool. I know I was wondering what these sheets were in the promo images because I couldn't really read what was going on. And each of these, by the way, is their own sticker. And then it looks like there's some flags here, and then each of these dates is a sticker as well. So that is cool. It looks like these sheets are full sheets. They're not perforated or anything like that. Not that they really need to be, but we have 3 of those, and then anytime there's extra space in a month, there's just blank ones with that month's particular color on the side. So there, you can kind of see what these stickers look like. Let's see if I can put that back down in a way that actually looks like it was supposed to be there. Maybe, sorta, kinda, maybe, haha. Okay, close enough, guys, close enough. All right, and I wish, as much as I don't think a planner this size would be practical for me personally, this sleeve is amazing and I love it, and I might consider like getting a big planner just to have this sleeve. Oh my goodness, I can think of so many things I would do with this sleeve. And we get to the back cover right here, and this is another wet erase dashboard. I mean, you could theoretically use a dry erase marker, but it would probably just get real messy real fast, so I wouldn't recommend it. And we have the back cover of the planner, and that is what we have to look at with the teacher lesson planner this year. Since you stayed to the end of the video, you also get the secret word to put in the comments to tell me you stayed to the end of the video. And that secret phrase or word today is teacher lesson planner. Make sure to put it in quotes if you're using it in a sentence, so I know you are saying it because you stayed to the end of the video and not just as an accident. And I will see you babes next time. Bye!